Today we have a major problem, a real major problem. Our government, our Congress, yes, it's liberal, very liberal. It's acting like a lot of liberals. Bankruptcy, wipeout. The end justifies the means. Spending, spending, spending. Which is not the nature of the American people. If you look at the market indexes, they're saying the American people are not spending. What are they doing? They are hunkering down. They are gathering up their resources to ride out a storm they know is not over. At the same time, our government is not doing the same thing. Our government is still giving money out all around the world. Our government is spending, spending, spending. It's going to run out. It's not an endless supply of money. Congress, you need to realize what you are. The word Congress is the opposite of progress. You're to slow things down. Look at this medical bill, whatever you want to call it. I call it insurance reform because that's all it is. It's to regulate the insurance companies. It's not to give any medical reform. Look at it. It's going through Congress. It's not being debated. It's trying to be pushed. And the American people said, whoa, yes, we do need some insurance reform, but you don't push it through Congress. Congress debates it. This is why all medical propositions before have failed. Instead of the president coming up to Congress and saying, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it, here it is, it goes the other way around. It don't work that way. The president should come up and be the leader and say, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it, here it is. And then Congress starts debating it. And then out of the Congress, they will come up with something that goes to the Senate. And then the Senate starts debating it. And between both bodies of government, they will come up with something that the states and the people want. And then that will go to the president. And if he doesn't like it, he sends it back. He could either send it back and say, hey, I think we need to work on this more, or he could veto it. That's his choice. That's the way our government's supposed to work. But it's not. Congress, you're not doing your job. You know, the name Congress, some people make a joke out of it, but it really is true. The word Congress is the opposite of progress. And that's what it's meant to do. Slow down. Take time to evaluate. But what else is wrong? Congress is spending money like a 5-year-old child. Here we are in an economic downturn. Instead of gathering all your resources together and prepare for it, you're giving away to countries all around the world. You know, charity begins at home first. You are neglecting the American people to buy friends overseas. It's not working. A rich man never knows who their friends are. A poor man knows every single one of them. Right now, the United States is only a rich nation because the people believe in the United States, not Congress. Congress, you are doing the best you can to make this a pauper nation. That's why the people are against what you're doing. The debt you are running up. They are responsible people who pay their bills. The majority of the people in Congress who are responsible and pay their bills are very upset. Because this is a bill that need to be paid. But you're acting like the irresponsible people who put us in this mess. People who spend until they could no longer pay for it. And then the downturn happened. Congress, you also got to understand something else. The ends does not justify the means. There's too many people right now in the White House and in Congress who honestly believe, the end justifies the means. I could tell you other people who believe that. They're recorded in history. Lots of them. Alexander the Great. He believed the ends justified the means. Adolf Hitler. He believed the end justified the means. Lenin and Stalin. They believed the ends justified the means. Saddam Hussein. He believed the ends justified the means. Hannibal. He believed the ends justified the means. I can go on and on. History is full of people who believe the ends justified the means. A lot of these people in the Greenpeace who go around destroying other people's property believes the ends justifies the means. A lot of these people like Peter believe the ends justify the means. I mean, here I am living in Norfolk listening to Peter condemn Michael Vick for what he did to his dogs when they did it to thousands upon thousands. And they didn't even bury them. They threw them in dumpsters down here. Yes, Peter was killing dogs, gassing them, euthanizing them, whatever you want to call it, and throwing them in dumpsters. And how dare they have the audacity to condemn Michael Vick when they were doing exactly the same thing? You see? But for Peter it was okay because the end justified the means. We were overpopulated with dogs. We had to kill them. No, the end never justifies the means. And our Congress needs to understand. They need to start doing their job. They need to stop giving money away throughout the world for a while. Not saying we can't do it later on, but saying, whoa, right now we're a poor nation. And we need to back up and get ourselves, our feet back on the ground, and start rebuilding our resources, start rebuilding our infrastructure, start rebuilding our economic nation. And then we'll be back stronger and more powerful than ever. Instead of expanding government, giving away money, and throwing money out to anybody who's got their hand out. We need to start buckling down, tightening up our belt, and start realizing we're not a rich nation right now. We're a nation that has the ability to become a rich nation. But remember, a rich fool who throws his money away becomes a pauper before he knows it. This is JD. Remember, don't think Republican, don't think Democrat, don't think party at all, any party. Start looking for the truth. Start searching for the truth. And you may just find it. Think American. Thank you. This is JD.